What's up, guys? It's time for some quarantine cuisine, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to make traditional beef empanadas. You should be very excited because beef empanadas are absolutely delicious and they're not that hard to make. So let's do it. All right, so the first step is like with everything else. Make fresh sofrito. I cannot stress enough how important this is. So sofrito is chopped bell peppers, chopped onions, chopped garlic, and then I throw in fresh cilantro. All right, so let's move to this lovely stove behind me so I can saute everything. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is actually cook the meat, because remember, it's gonna release a lot of oil, so we're gonna wanna get rid of that. I have some ground beef, but what's lovely about this recipe is you can do it with ground chicken or with ground turkey, or I've also done it with vegan meat. So like, it's possible. So we put the meat in the pan and we're already going to start seasoning it.
Add some salt, some pepper, some oregano, and last add some cumin. Remember, cumin is really strong, so don't put too much.
You're already gonna start making the beef separate so that it turns into picadillo. Picadillo is how Cubans say seasoned ground beef. So if you ever hear like, oh, ¿quieres una empanada de picadillo? Which means, would you like a meat empanada? Picadillo means ground beef. Also, if you want to just make this meat with rice, it's a very traditional Cuban thing too. You have this with white rice and black beans, and it's the Cuban. The ground beef is pretty much done cooking, and it has released a lot of oil that I don't think any of us should consume. So I'm going to drain the oil. Now remember, if you're doing this with ground turkey or ground chicken, this will not happen. So you can totally get rid of this step. But if you're using, especially me, so I decided to get ground beef, but specifically Kobe style beef, which is delicious, because it's not very healthy. Now that the beef is drained, it's time to put in the sofrito. Part is obviously super important because sofrito is what really gives the meat the most flavor. So you really want the veggies to cook. You can lower down the heat a little because we really need the sofrito to cook. And for all of the aromatics, which is a fancy way of saying onions and garlic and peppers, for them to just like make out with the rest of the flavors. Okay, so this next part is very controversial because I'm gonna put in olives, Spanish olives cut up. But some Cubans put in raisins, which sounds crazy, but is delicious. I love food this sweet and salty. Some Cubans get very upset if there's raisins in there. And a lot of people don't like olives because they're idiots, but olives are delicious. And then some people will even take little potatoes and fry them and put it in their picadillo. So again, options are Spanish olives, raisins, potatoes, or nothing. Luckily, the human that I'm cooking for today likes olives like I do, so I'm gonna put olives in. Again, olives, they give such a good flavor because they give that nice briny flavor. And remember, these are Spanish olives that are stuffed with pimientos, so that gives a very nice flavor too. I'm also gonna add a little bit of tomato paste. Last but never least, you're gonna add some sazon con culantro and achiote. This gives great flavor, it adds the color, and I'm just patiently waiting for Goya to sponsor me. Don't worry, I'll wait. And make sure that you liberally mix this all up. You're gonna let it cook for another 20 minutes, and then you're gonna let it cool because it's time to make empanadas.
Now the meat should be cooked and set aside so that it can cool. So you're gonna make your empanadas. First, you're gonna grab some of the frozen dough. I like to use la salteña or Goya. Now you're gonna fill the empanada. Putting in your hand is really, really a great way to help you form it. I like to also take some water and run it along the edges because it helps the dough stick, and then connect the sides. Then, of course, fork the edges.
And now, the moment I've been waiting for. Would it kill me to close some damn cabinets? All right, so I've got the empanada. The oil is heated up to approximately the right temperature. And how do we find out? We put just a little bit, just the tip, no pun intended. And if it bounces like that, then our empanada is ready to go on a journey to become a fried empanada. Guys, that was it. If you liked this video, please like and comment and then share it to people because, you know, empanadas really make people very happy.